right, guys, this is Crazy Kev here, and I'm here with Ultimate Fighter Bekhzod Usmonov. Bekhzod, how we doing, my man?
Oh, bro, thank you so much. First, I'm gonna say thank you so much for everyone who will watch it, and then just hello to everybody.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And first of all, man, talk us a little bit more about yourself and kind of how you got into fighting.
Oh yeah, I'm from Tajikistan. My name is Bekhzod Usmonov. I'm 28 years old right now, and living in Albuquerque, New Mexico. But I was born in Tajikistan, living in Russia, Australia, Asia, almost everywhere around the world. And now I'm here, take a chance fighting UFC very soon. And then I did great to fight in Ultimate Fighter. And I got a fight of the season. Now we talking with UFC to fight over there in probably September, October, brother.
That'd be
Yeah,
awesome. We're looking forward to you competing in September, October. That's definitely some cool
yeah,
news. And with the Ultimate Fighter in the beginning, you mentioned you were actually an alternate on the season before. Talk to us a little bit more about what happened there.
yeah, exactly. So there was Connor and then there was Chedler, and when Connor came, he changed it one day, like everything, like he brought his fighters from his own country. I supposed to fight over there for 135. It's the bantamweight division, and at some point they changed everything in like last day, and then I was waiting over there for 1 week if someone like will get hurt or something will happen, and I will jump to it. I will go to the house, but I was in a hotel and training in different gym, and they said, okay, back, you can go back to Albuquerque, and then if we need you, we'll call you. But they didn't call me back, and then they give it to me chance to do season 32. They've
That's
bigger guys.
Yeah, yeah. No, I'm glad you were on the show because you definitely
Yeah.
put on a fantastic fight. And when it comes to like trying out for the Ultimate Fighter and everything, I mean, what was kind of the process like? And did you happen to have to go through that same process again to get on the show again? Talk to us more about that.
This time was a little bit like complicated. I had like 2 3 interviews, and then I was talking with producers over there, from the UFC and also from Ultimate Fighter show. They have to approve you. You can speak English, and then you like interesting, person overall. It's not about fight. It's about like how they will sell your face, your body, all that things. And it was like very good from my company and also from management, who I'm working at Jackson Win Academy in Albuquerque, and then they just send my application to them, and then they approve it, and then I had like first interview, second, and then the last one was just like 30 seconds phone call. They want to talk with me, main producers, and yeah, and they said to me like, okay, 2 weeks, be ready, and then we'll see you in Vegas.
Yeah, well, that's awesome. And
Yeah.
now, when it comes to the Ultimate Fighter, I mean, what was maybe some of your favorite things that you might have learned being on the show?
Oh, brother, it was like huge experience for me. I saw how, I'm very close to high level fighters. I noticed that. I'm like, oh my God, they doing exactly same thing like what I am doing. They just in different level with mindset, the game plan, with coaches, with training sessions, with nutritionists, and how they care about their body, cutting weight stuff, recovery. I'm like, well, really, why I'm not doing these things, to be like someday champion. And I just learned from Alexa, from my coach, and from other UFC fighters, and then I'm gonna use this knowledge very very soon in UFC, and in the fight in my division, 125. I'm a little like, you know little boy, I can say like that, between like that guys before I was fighting. I just and then I'm gonna show some cool fights and then become someday champ, brother.
Oh yeah, no, I definitely have a
Uh,
lot of. I think you have a lot of potential for sure. Your fight was fantastic, no doubt about it. And when it comes to that fight that you had, I mean, Dana White was talking a little bit more. He was calling you like the little dude, like you kind of mentioned. I mean, how quick did you watch your fight back, and what did you kind of think about Dana White's reactions?
oh yeah, after the fight, I was a little bit talking with Dana, and it's about some fights, and then about his like words he was saying to me, and then they immediately take me to hospital because I broke my nose. Somehow I lost the. I mean, I somehow he punched me. I can't remember, probably it was knee, and then I go to hospital, and then they did like some deep like searching, like scanning my body, everything. And I think I rewatched my fight after like 2 3 days. when I come back from hospital, all that things. And then the producers and other guys from the UFC came to me and said, "Hey, Beck, you did amazing fight. Just expect something cool from Dana." And they give it to me really good check, brother, after the fight, and then deserve like fight of the season. And when I saw that check, like, oh my god, that's crazy. And then now we now talking with matchmakers, and they looking now when and where for me will be good to start it. And I'm just waiting, training, and I did surgery, big surgery for my nose. Next month I will be okay.
Wow. Okay. That's definitely awesome.
Yeah.
I'm super glad that Dana White hooked you up with a good check too. Now, when it comes
Yeah.
to the UFC, I mean, is there any opponents that you might have on your mind or who you'd like to debut against?
I'm open. I'm ready to fight if anybody. If they will offer me now, hey, Beck, we need you next week in bantamweight, I will say yes. I'm not scared or something like that. I'm gonna fight, and I'm gonna fight smart, And of course, we'll have a look against who we will fight. But other than that, I'm okay. I'm ready for bantamweight, flyweight, and doesn't matter. I
Okay.
don't have
Okay.
specific. I don't want to like. Oh, I want to be picky. I'm going to fight this guy only. I'm not like that. Fight is fight. You can fight now, and I'm like, okay, cool.
Yeah.
I can
No,
fight.
that definitely makes sense. So when
Yeah.
it comes to your division, are you looking to kind of go stick in the 135, 125, kind of go back and forth? Because you've been mentioning both weight classes. Which
I
or
think
could you
I
maybe?
think brother, 125 it's my division because 135 guys a little bit bigger than me, and they have more strength, they have more power, and they bigger than me. Why I need to spend too much energy or more than them? And I want to just fight in my division. I can cut my weight, and then I will be okay.
Yeah.
I think
Yeah. No, that definitely
125
makes
is
sense.
my division, and then I'm gonna stay over there for a little while. But other than that, we'll see if we have chance fighting bantamweight. Why not?
Yeah. No, I definitely think that's some. I'm glad you're keeping your options open. And when it comes to the UFC and stuff, I mean, do you happen to have maybe like a dream arena where maybe you'd want to fight one day at?
I was really looking forward. I don't think so. If you show it like good fight in Ultimate Fighter or something like that, even Dana White show, they're not gonna put you somewhere like a big show. I think they will send you to Vegas and IPAX or something like that. But after like couple fights, maybe they can say, okay, Beck's gonna be interesting for us, and we're gonna like throw him to some big event, like number event. I think most likely I will fight in UFC Fight Night or something like that, or I'm looking forward to do something, maybe like short notice fight or something like that. And if it will happen, perfect. I'm gonna just like will be scheduled. I'm working now with UFC and with my management. If they will schedule me for next 2 months or something like that, I will understand. I have the specific date, and then I will be ready for that day. And I don't care against who, but because I'm okay, I can fight. If anybody, but we'll see what will come.
That's right. No, I'm definitely excited for that. And when it comes to the Apex, I mean, how'd you like fighting over there? I mean, was it
Oh,
pretty cool to like hear the coaches and stuff too?
oh, brother, trust me, amazing place. Oh my God, you do have everything, doctors, medicals, food, everything for free. And then they're like all equipments for free, and then the high level coaches, nutritionists, like, what else? We like everything you need. Like everything you need, just ask. Hey, I need this one. Hey, I need this one. Oh, this food too much for me, or I need more, or I'm I'm vegan or something like that. They will bring for you everything. And I like how in PI Institute, like UFC have a like next to building next to IPAX, they have an institute. You can go over there and then do some deep learning about your body. I'm like, oh my God, and you can do so many tests like for your body, for your, recovery things, and then I'm like, wow, I'm gonna go back to institute soon. I'm going over there in August. Maybe I will I will do just some sessions over there, and then and then come back and then do some tests over there and come back to Albuquerque and continue my sessions because there high level coaches and then the like specialists for MMA. They not random people. This is what I like from UFC. They build it that think for fighters, and it's amazing.
Yeah, that definitely sounds amazing. It
Yeah.
sounds like the UFC PI has like everything. And
Oh yeah.
like yeah, and like you kind of mentioned too, I mean, when it comes to like the Ultimate Fighter, I mean, what was maybe some of the toughest things when it comes to being on the show?
Toughest things, brother. Sometimes I was thinking we had 1 week in a hotel. Everyone, you cannot talk if no one, and you are in that room. I was a little bit wondering, like, oh my god, did I pass that test? If them, or like it can happen something like that. Maybe I was thinking, oh, maybe I will not be in that season again. I was a little bit like, thinking about maybe they will not select me again. I'm like, other than that, I haven't like some problem or some issues or something like that. When they told me like last day how they did last time for me, hey Beck, we select you and you moving to the house tomorrow. I'm like, oh my god, finally, thanks god. And then I'm like, okay, now whew, everything is gone. Now I was just training over there, and I was very friendly, like, and then that was perfect.
Yeah,
Nothing.
no, that's definitely pretty awesome. So what was maybe some of your favorite parts about the mansion that you guys stayed in?
I don't think so, brother. I think I can remember something like crazy or something like that. I think how it was going, how it started and how it ended. I think I liked everything how it was.
That's awesome. That's
Um,
definitely really cool. I'm glad you had a good experience. Now, when it comes to you, I mean, obviously, you're a beast in the cage, but I mean, what do you typically like to do when you're not fighting?
oh, brother, I have so much thing to do now. I have my own company over here. It's called Bekhzod Usmonov LLC, also Combat Hub LLC. I'm working with managers around the world and in the fighters. Also, I'm helping for managers from other countries who cannot speak Russian or English, blah blah blah. I'm helping for contracts between managers and fighters translated, because I have a person who can like do all that things for me. Also, I have a law degree, and I understand that area and like kind of management things, but more deep. And I'm working for that area. Also, I'm a manager at Starbucks. I'm working over there. And yeah, I have my wife over here. We doing some cool stuff in Albuquerque, and now I'm like kind of running my own business, and soon I will launch my mobile app where fighters and managers, promoters can connect each other. And I'm working for that area a lot, and yeah, pretty much I don't have like free time.
I was just about to
So
say, yeah, you're a busy
yeah.
guy, and yeah, I was going to ask you about that Starbucks job because I remember you mentioning that on the show. I mean,
Yeah.
if you do get signed to the UFC, I mean, do you believe you're going to be more of a full time fighter and have to, take a leave from that Starbucks job, or do you want
Oh,
to stay with it? Talk us
oh
more
yeah,
about that.
brother. No, 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 no. Not full time, 100%. It's gonna be part time, maybe 2, 3 days. I'm gonna stay over there. It's I like that hobby. Like it's like hobby. Like I'm managing over there people and making some cool stuff for our customers. But I don't think so. It can be a full job because it will take my time, and also I have to do other things and also train. Like it's gonna be like a little bit complicated. But other than that, I will stay maybe 2, 3 days. That's enough. More than.
Wow. Okay. Fair enough. Now that makes a lot of
Yeah.
sense. Now, with your law degree, I mean, talk to us more about how you got that. I mean, what was school like? Talk to us more about all the ins and outs with that.
That's the funny thing. So also, I have a sport degree and law degree, and I'm
Wow.
using just a little bit, because I get it from Russian government overall in from Russian universities, and I was a little bit study also in Australia, but other than that, I'm using that knowledge. It's not helping a lot, but it's kind of I can understand some things, but everything different in every places. Like in America they have different rules. What I was learning in Russia and Australia, they have completely different rules. I'm like, oh my god. So I'm gonna I'm gonna a little bit step back and then use it like what I know, and then just ask other managers, or just what I'm doing now, hiring specific people to do something for me. It's more easier,
Fair enough.
I can understand. Oh, I need this guy because he's like good for translating. I will boom, please. I'm using like like freelancers, and then they helping me a lot. And it's better than I will do something, for myself. I hire someone and who can help me, and I can just manage them, and much better than I will do something for myself.
Wow. Yeah, no, that's definitely incredible. Now, you mentioned you're hiring some translators. I mean, how many languages can you speak?
I can speak very, very well three, and I can a little bit understand Tajik language, but not well. But I can understand what they're talking about, and that's it. But I'm fluent in Uzbek and Russian. Also,
Wow.
now I can speak English. Some words I'm putting incorrect, but other than that, I think I can have like very easy conversation with everyone. So.
Yeah, that's incredible. Now, when it comes to learning all these different languages, I mean, how long did it take you to maybe learn all these different languages that you have?
English was a little bit complicated because when I was in Thailand, I was there like more than 2 years. I met a friend. He's my best friend. He's named Corey Sutcliffe. He's from Australia, and then someday we was like swimming together, and in Thailand, in Phuket, he told me like, "Hey, you wanna come to Australia, visit me when I will leave soon?" I'm like, okay, let's go. And he moved from Phuket to Melbourne, and like 2 weeks after I go to Australia with zero English, brother. And he teach me for everything. He teach me like how I can speak, how I can live, brother. Work, all that things. And in Australia, I learn a lot English language, and also my parents can speak 2, 3 languages too, and they teach me how I can speak in other languages.
Wow, that's incredible.
Yeah.
So, when it comes to like obviously you've done a little bit of traveling. I mean, when it comes to your fight career and just in general, I mean, what's maybe some of the coolest things that you've seen during your traveling journey?
It's the I like I will tell you, you will understand completely if you traveling like me a lot. It's everywhere you will go. I love this one. You will see different people with different abilities. And when I'm going to somewhere high place, like let's say I went like last week in San Diego at Victory Gym MMA, where Dominic Cruz and other guys, brother, they're like different people. They have different opportunities. Different. They more rigid than Albuquerque people. They have more things to do, and they have more connections. I love this one. When I'm going to the gym and we train together. Hey, my name is Beck. My name is Kevin, or my name is Jordan. I don't know. And then like we just talking at the gym, and then like, hey, let's go hang out, and then tomorrow have a dinner together. And that guy owned a couple businesses in San Diego. I'm like, okay, cool. Like, what are you doing? Blah blah blah. And then become friends. At some point, he will saw me on social media. I'm like, oh, dude, I saw you. They talking about you, and then you're slowly making that connections. At some point, I will go now almost everywhere, and I will have friends.
Yeah,
And some of them sometimes helping for me. Some of them like giving money or some stuff, equipment, because like a lot of them owning some businesses. And then this is how I found my sponsors. Couple friends give it to me just $100,000. I'm like, okay, cool, I will build something great. And I love these things from traveling because you can see different people. And of course your mind more will be open because you're learning new things, new, like knowledges. You're learning something from new people. You're not stuck in some little spot in your
yeah,
town or somewhere else. And I love it. This main thing what I like.
that's incredible. Yeah, no, that's
Yeah.
definitely pretty awesome. Now, when it comes to connections, I mean, who do you think are some of your favorite connections that you might have met along the way in your traveling journey?
Oh, brother, I'm gonna say it's my best friend. He's named Corey Sutcliffe. Sutcliffe.
Mhm.
He's from Australia, but other than that, I can say thousand names. Really, it's a lot, a lot. Some of them just like random business people, random like fighters or something like that. I'm not really good with names, but I'm really good with face. If I will say, "Oh, dude, what's up?" and tell me your name one more time, and we just go. But other than that, I think Corey's number one.
That's awesome.
He's my best brother. He's best. He teach me for so many things, brother.
I'm glad. Well, that's definitely cool. You have a best friend like that. Now, one thing about me is I'm a Taekwondo instructor. I've been teaching for 6 years now at my gym, and I've been training since I was 5 years old. So it's 19 years now. So I love martial arts. And
That's
with all the
crazy.
guys I have in my gym, yeah, I know. With all the guys I have in my gym, what advice would you give to them to keep on coming into the gym and to keep on getting better and better every day?
Just I think my advice or my thoughts will be like that, brother. It was from my side. What I will say maybe is a little bit, like will be complicated or not everyone will understand. I think it's very difficult for a lot of people now try find, your path. At some point when I was in Thailand, I just sit down and like, okay, Beck, you're now 20 years old. What do you want to do or where you can see yourself when you will be 30? And I just break down that 10 years, brother. And then I have, I understand I have to do three, two, one, or four things like that, and then just grow in that area. And I pick MMA, overall martial arts. Now I'm running my own business, and also I'm doing training sessions and also doing private or helping for managers. And soon I will fight in UFC. I'm like, oh wow, that's perfect. At some point, I think I'm gonna say for some fighters or who will watch this podcast and just like sit down and then try find that vision, what you can do best near future, and you can use that knowledge, or something like that, or start learning something now. It will be helpful for you next couple years or next 5-10 years, and you can use that knowledge like that. And that was from me like 8 years ago in Phuket. And then when Corey told me like, brother, let's start at this one and you can be good in that area. Exactly same Dana White told me, just grind your skills and be best over there. And I'm like, okay, I'm gonna fight tomorrow in tough and I will just fight and show great fight. I wasn't thinking about results or something like that. I was just enjoying that time because 8 years ago I was thinking, okay, I'm gonna pick MMA and I'm gonna be fighter. And I'm just following it now. And just also I think you have to believe for yourself even no one believing you, or like you have hard time or hard period, just keep going. I think that's my thoughts.
Yeah, I definitely think those are some
Yeah.
solid thoughts, and I definitely appreciate that message. Now, my last question to you is, I mean, what is maybe your final message out there for the fans watching this video?
That's a cool question, brother. I have so many things to tell to everybody. I think just be happy and find your path and be successful over there. At some point retire very soon and enjoy your life, because you have little short life in this little earth. Because tomorrow you can be like boom and you're gone, something like that, because you don't know. It's unexpectable and in unpredictable things around us. But other than that, I think just find your path and then be patient for that thing what you found it, and then just work on it and then be best over there, my opinion. And at some point you will receive so many things from that area where you can be best,
Yes.
and I think that's the main point.
I think that's a really solid message. And Beck, it's been awesome talking to you, my man. Thank you so much for taking the time. And we're looking forward to that UFC call and that UFC run. I think you have a lot of
Awesome.
potential. And thank you so much for taking the time.
Awesome, brother. Thank you so much for you too, and I wish you good luck, and thanks for everyone who will watch it, listen it, and good luck.
Yes, sir. Thank you so much. We'll be in touch. And like I said, best
Thank
of
you,
luck with
brother.
your UFC run.
100%. 100%. Thank you so much. Have a good day.
You as well. Thank you again.